In this episode, I'm going to tell you some of the most costly mistakes made in DRTV. You need to avoid them at all costs. Do you want success for your business that goes beyond projections and expectations? Are you a business owner or marketing executive that values what each dollar can do for you? I'm Ken Carey, performance marketing expert and co-founder of Script to Screen. I'm driven to help you build your business. For nearly 30 years, the performance model we've developed has generated over $4 billion in sales for our clients. In a world where every dollar counts and influence matters, we develop creative that is actionable, execution that is measurable, and optimization that's profitable. Stay with me, because I promise what you will walk away with will change your business. Now let's get after it. There was a time when direct response advertising was as simple as putting an infomercial or a spot on the air and you just took orders. It's kind of like an old 70s Ford when you opened up the hood. All of the parts made sense. It was simple, but today, not so much. Piecing together a direct response campaign is like assembling a rocket ship in your garage. One misstep or bad execution and no liftoff. All the time, money, and opportunity costs go right out the window. So I'm going to attempt to help you avoid the most common mistakes that prevent a great product or service from being successful in direct response. I can't tell you how many times marketers want to bombard viewers with all the facts and figures of how amazing their product is without first establishing the problem their product is going to solve for the viewers in the first place. Avoid this mistake. You must establish your customers' pain points and solve their needs and problems right off the top. You have to get your viewers' attention, and when you can do that, you've won half the battle. Another mistake, a lack of urgency. You must always give your customer a reason to take action now. That's the whole point of successful direct response advertising. Your most important goal is to get viewers to take action immediately. There's so many ways to accomplish this through tactics such as free premiums, limited time pricing offers only available through the show they're currently watching, and so on. But in addition, urgency tactics like these must be tested for the best response rates consistently. Another common mistake that is very costly is the lack of compelling demonstrations. There is no better way in a visual medium to convince a viewer of the superiority of a product than a well thought out and executed demonstration. If seeing is believing, then you have to give your customer everything they need to be convinced. This next one absolutely drives me nuts. I see companies and decision makers get so wrapped up in a media strategy and analyzing capabilities that the creative that is responsible for driving response in the first place doesn't get the same attention. And what commonly happens is a show or spot gets produced without hitting every single fine note of good DR tactics and execution. I don't care how sophisticated the media planning and analyzing programs are, they can't fix a campaign that fails to deliver a response. No response, no media buy, no results to analyze. This next major mistake happens a lot more than you might think. So, how many times have you seen a commercial where it's obvious that an actor is giving a testimonial talking about a product or service and they're totally unbelievable? If you're like me, it's a total turnoff. Not only that, but all credibility is lost. Big mistake in DRTV. This one aspect can single-handedly be the difference between success and failure in a campaign. Because once you've lost a customer's trust, it's very difficult to get it back. And all the precious opportunity costs and money spent can be a total waste. Take the time to gather actual users of your product and service. Pre-screen them, and then let them tell their own story. Consumers are very smart. They can see right through when someone's not authentic. And on the flip side of that, when a testimonial is authentic and speaking from a real consumer experience, your ability to make them a customer has increased immensely. Now, before I talk about the final costly mistake made in DRTV, I want to say these examples are just a few of a long list that can cost companies a lot of time and a lot of money. Okay, so the last mistake that's very costly is a selling message that gets way too complicated and involved. You must simplify your message, and when you've done that, you must simplify it once more. We all want simple solutions, so make your selling message easy to follow and very compelling. My final thought for you today is more of a piece of advice that I heard from Tony Robbins. He calls it the Dickens principle, obviously based on the Charles Dickens classic, A Christmas Story. He says, you can't just look at the rewards of what to do. You have to look at the cost of inaction. My point for bringing this up is, if you don't take action and find ways to connect with your audience, you have no chance at making them your customer. Thanks for your time today, and go to scripttoscreen.com for more helpful information on how to use DRTV to build your business. I'm Ken Carey, and I'll catch you on the next video.